Good morning, everybody. I should be in the parking lot this morning, but sadly, we had a rather interesting evening that was not planned. Okay, sorry, I needed a sip of coffee. I've had about 2.5 hours of sleep. Now, for those of you, who do know, you know, about us in this particular location, we have a cat named Oreo who's 9 years old, and well, I was getting ready to go to bed. Now, Oreo had been acting like he was, having trouble going to the bathroom. Now, we all assumed that he was constipated because this has happened once before, but it was years ago. And, you know, it seemed like, he was going a bit, but it turns out that wasn't the problem. It turns out he was having problems with, say, the hose and not the exhaust. To put it in politically correct terms, because I picked him up because he was I was going to go to bed, and there he was on the floor laying down, but he was looking at me funny, and that's when I noticed a couple drops of what appeared to be blood. And so we immediately made plans to take him. Fortunately for us, one of the great benefits of when we moved here was that there's an emergency vet not far away that, is open overnight. So we gathered him up, and when I picked him up, that's when I noticed the blood wasn't coming out the back, it was coming out the front. And we immediately ran him down to the emergency vet. Now, me, and, of course, Lady G, we've lost our fair share of our pet family, since we moved down here. We even lost, Kasha before we even got down here. But, Kasha was about 16. Then we lost Louie, who, I went in the room one day and he was, he had apparently passed in his sleep. And of course, further on, we lost Lily to a thyroid condition. We lost Mert to cancer, and then we lost Sophie to cancer. I'm probably getting the order mixed up, but that's because I'm about 2.5 hours of sleep. Well, we gather him up, run him down there, and fortunately, it turns out that he had a UTI, urinary tract infection. So, and this causes a buildup of things that, shall we say, block the waterway. So basically, his poor little wiener was like a fire hydrant in Los Angeles. It couldn't put out any water. All right, so they catheterize him, and they kept him overnight, and we got a call back once all that was done, and Oyo is doing just fine as far as we know. They said he's doing extremely well. They ran tests on him. There was no damage to his kidneys, since apparently we caught this early. He was not doing this the day before, where he was having trouble going to the bathroom. So I know, but like I said, it's just I'm half asleep.
Well, what are they saying?
Because we were up worried until we got the phone call after the procedure was done that he's not only doing well, he's doing very well. So,
and his blood work came back great.
Yeah. So that means we caught it early, so there's been no damage or buildup of toxins in his kidneys. So, this is the first time probably in like the whole time I've been with, my particular employer that I've called off 2 days in a row. But, we're going to go pick him up this morning and then take him to his regular vet. And then they're going to make a determination. He may spend the night or so there. And then if not, then, like I said, what will be. But they said he is doing very, very well. And so that's why I am here and not in the parking lot. So that's why I thought, Pop, I was originally just going to throw up a post. And because I am like, neither of us, I don't think, slept at all until we got the phone call. I think you dozed off a bit. And I maybe dozed off for a little bit.
I got an hour and a half sleep before the call and 20 minutes sleep after.
So I got a light doze, if that, until, we got the phone call. That, he is coming out of the procedure and he is doing very well. And the blood panel came out good and all that.
Mark, this morning is not a good morning for a cameo.
Yeah, it's just. So we were, scared, crapless because, we've, lost some of our fur babies to like cancer and things like that. And we lost Lily to a thyroid condition. And
I did read up on tuxedo cats a while ago. They are susceptible to getting cancer, and that's what we thought he had.
I was very worried that he had gotten some kind of cancer. That was how we lost Mert. That's how we lost Sophie. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I am like, my brain is running on one circuit. There's one little circuit in there. It's like, old style transistor tubes, and that last one's like blinking.
When you have a big cat and they jump on you, they chase you through the house, they knock all the stuff off your stands, and they take a date and they don't do it, there's something wrong.
Well, I hope you have no problems with your fur baby, Roger. Like I said, and I'm sorry to hear about your girlfriend's kitty, Shrekopedia. Yeah, sadly, when we moved down here, we had, we first got here, it was...
Before we moved here, Kasha died at the age of 16. Louie died, day after Christmas. He was going on 18 right after we first got down here. And then 6 weeks before my open heart surgery, Myrtle had to be put to sleep because of cancer. She only had like 2 more weeks to live.
And she was only 10.
And we didn't even know it. Her and Sophie was rustling all over the house and playing and everything. And then Lily got acute thyroid, which hit her fast and hard. So we had to have her put to sleep because there was nothing they could do for her. And then 3 months after my mom passed, we found out Sophie had cancer of the skull. And we had to have her put to sleep.
So I was sitting there fully expecting the worst. It's the old saying, hope for the best, expect the worst. But that's why I'm right. I was running oh god, my brain just went.
Your brain does that all day long.
No, but it's doing twice as much and now I have to go back to work tomorrow, and they're gonna be like, "You lazy bum," But
so no, basically my car is being used as an ambulance again.
But I'm just more. Oh God, I was about to say more than happy with. If you've seen George Carlin, you know what he thinks about that phrase. I'm just very, very excited that he is doing well. We're both very happy that he is doing well, and because
they got his bladder and everything all cleaned out. There was crystals in it, so But they want to keep him in the hospital for 2 nights instead of rushing it and only doing 1 night because they don't want it to relapse.
Yeah, sadly, we've had to make that that decision, a few times, since we got down here, because like with Lil, like I said, it literally, she went from being like chunky monkey to skeleton.
She went from 11 pounds down to 3.5 in no time.
Yeah, because sometimes when cats get older, the thyroid doesn't slow down. It does the exact opposite. It shoots into overdrive. And she was still eating, drinking, running around and all that. And then all of a sudden that's wait a minute, she's really losing weight. And sadly, that's what that was. And
no matter whether you're making the decision for a human or for an animal, it's not easy either way. I know for a fact.
so we're just glad we've had a good outcome. That this particular fur baby is doing very well.
Yeah, they said other than that, he's extremely healthy. So everything I've been doing for him is right. Now I just got a shitload of cat food I got to get rid of because we got to change his diet. And I just went and bought 2 brand new bags of cat food. Because he eats like a pig. That's what we should have called him when we first got him, was Little Piggy.
Nah, Oreo just fit him. That was the name, he came to us with, and it just seemed to fit him. Being a tuxedo. So yeah, we got to go pick him up at 7, run him to our regular vet because they don't have a daytime staff at the emergency vet. And all
I
that
don't think
stuff.
she opens up until 9. I got to check her time schedule.
I know.
We have to bring him home for a little bit, and then we got to take him over to the vet's office so they can keep him for either today and overnight. I don't like the idea of leaving him there at that vet's office overnight because there's no staff there at night. What are they saying?
Sylvester from Looney Tunes is a tuxedo as our cartoon. Yeah. So,
if I remember, Felix the cat was the tuxedo too.
We're just very, very happy that we've had a positive outcome.
Oops, I'm showing my age.
Yeah, fortunately, in our case, Oreo is one of the rarest cats on planet Earth. In all my years of having cats in my life, he's one of the ones that turns his nose up at human food for most part. He wants nothing to do with most human food.
The only human food he will eat once in a while, and this is only once in a while, not every time we have it, is chicken from KFC, chicken wings from Beer Barrel Pizza, or he likes the macaroni and cheese I make.
Yeah, he loves cheese.
But and he doesn't get that very often. It's once in a great long while. Because I refuse to go out and buy food from the restaurants anymore because it's just too damn expensive. It's pretty bad when you used to go spend like $60 for 2 days for food, and now it's $110.
Klepto kitty. His girlfriend has 5 kitties, and one of them, Fiona, tries to steal everything. So they call her Klepto Kitty. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Try giving him some veggie. No, that's the problem. You got to be very careful because certain things can,
he won't eat vegetables.
Yeah, he won't touch vegetables.
We have to change his diet to a urinary tract diet now to try to keep him from getting another infection again.
But like I said, this, the first time we've had I've ever had a cat that I know of that had a UTI. So that's fortunately, that was the best result we could hear because, it's, we've seen far worse. The best result
we could hear is we caught it early and there was no damage done to his kidney.
So that's why I am still here.
Yeah, somebody needs to lift the Oreo up because Lord knows I have a hard time doing it.
And that's why I'm half asleep. Oh, man. I know, Lady G didn't sleep very well either until we got that phone call that he was doing all right. We've not heard anything about Doctor Who Series 2 as far as an update or an air date or anything like that. No, we pretty much still flying in the dark. And no, we've got to go pick him up at 7:00 here. So I'm going to have time to maybe drink some more coffee.
What you got in a cup is all there is.
and hopefully be semi-awake enough, to help Lady G get him in and out of the car and all that stuff.
All you got to do is carry him. Because he signed up over the nuts office under my name anyway.
Yeah, so it's for Barb, shall we say, over there. Yeah, we've not heard any updates as far as Doctor Who Series 2 goes. That's the thing. Getting info out of Bad Wolf, like I said, it's it's damn nigh impossible. Oh, yeah, she's a bit more awake than I am. I'm like I said, I'm just going to be riding shotgun. So, but thank you for the be careful. I am like the conveyor. I carry him because he's about 11 and a half something pounds, and she can't lift over 5. But yeah, thankfully, he's doing well and all that. And there have been no internal damage of any kind. Thank goodness. Well, folks, I'm going to go ahead and get off here.
And if you want breakfast, there's leftover chili from yesterday.
And try to wake up a little more before we, have to head out. Don't feed the baby chili. Mr. Mom taught me that. Mark's chili for breakfast.
I'm not cooking. He ain't too.
Yeah, but rest assured for you folks, if I hear the slightest thing about an air date on Doctor Who, I'll pass it on to you. Yeah.
No, he won't. He'll forget.
Like I said, stay tuned to Doctor Who production news on X. A lot of people are moving off of X, and I don't blame them because it's getting crazy over there.
A lot of people are complaining about Blue Sky.
Yeah, I've been hearing a little bit of.
They said that's where all the crazies went.
So take care, everyone. Enjoy your morning. And like I said, I'll probably be back in the parking lot tomorrow because.
Yeah, and whichever office he's at is someone's going to have to help me with him.
So have a great day, everyone. Be kind, be calm, be safe.